If deadlifts leave your back, your hips, or your joints feeling unhappy, don't assume that strength training isn't for you. And don't think you have to push through pain either. Today, I'm going to show you some smart alternatives that train strength, posture, and everyday function. And without forcing a movement your body does not love. Now, let me be clear. Deadlifts are not necessarily a bad exercise. For some people, they're absolutely excellent. But after 50, biomechanics, mobility, past injuries, and recover matter even more. So the goal is not to worship a particular exercise. The goal is to build strength safely and sustainably. And if you're new here, I'm Janet. I'm a 70-year-old bodybuilder and fitness coach with over 2 decades of experience. And I'm here to help you make progress at any stage of the game of getting stronger, healthier, and aging well. I'm going to be doing a lot of demonstrating in the gym in this video, so fasten your seatbelt. When it comes to hip hinging, one of my favorite alternatives to deadlifts is the RDL or Romanian deadlift. This is my first set, my warm-up set, so I'm keeping it nice and light, taking my time to feel everything, make sure my hamstrings and glutes are engaged, and just setting myself up for some heavier sets coming up. Hip hinges are a great way to work the hinge motion, especially if you don't really feel comfortable picking up a barbell. This is a great alternative and readily available in any gym. Another alternative to doing the barbell is a kettlebell deadlift. So the weight is centered right in the middle, and if you get on a raised platform, you can even go deeper if you want to get that nice, deep hinge action. For our first lower body strength focused exercise, I choose one of my favorites. This is the leg press. And again, this is my first set. So I'm starting nice and light and I'm using a lot of control. The higher up your feet are on the plate, the more it gets your hamstrings and glutes. Lower, it'll be more quad dominant. So you'll have to decide which is right for you in the moment. Next is weighted step-ups. You can do a lot of variability here on how high you make the platform or how heavy you make the dumbbell. And it's perfectly okay to use your other hand to give you just a little bit of stability feedback if you're kind of working your way up on a heavier weight. A really great lower body strength exercise, especially if you're just getting started, is called a goblet squat. Notice that I'm angling my torso at a 45-degree angle because the farther forward like that you go, the more emphasis goes on your glutes and your hamstrings, and it keeps your back safe. Posterior chain and glutes, you can do a back extension. Now you don't want to fling yourself up and arch your back like this. That's not safe and not effective. What you want to do is come down and then round like a turtle and really make your glutes and your hamstrings do all the work and slow it down. Another great posterior chain exercise is the hamstring curl. Notice I pull my core up off of the bench just a little bit so it's not mashed down into the bench. That forces my glutes to work really hard and my hamstrings. And the tighter core obviously protects the lower back. One of my favorite posterior chain exercises is the weighted reverse lunge with a slider. There's a furniture slider under my left foot to increase the instability and make my standing leg work a little harder. And I use a little weight to add difficulty. Always remember that muscles don't know exercise names. They respond to resistance, movement patterns. They respond to your signal. After 50, fitness becomes less about proving something and more about preserving strength, confidence, and capability. If an exercise hurts, not from effort, but from that feeling of a warning, that doesn't mean you failed. It simply means your body is asking for a different approach. Remember, friends, never confuse hustle with impact.